Reading of the day, what do you need to know? So, the heaviness of anxiety and stress right now is really having a detrimental effect on your success. Okay. Almost coming through as a need for more clarity in order to move forward, right? It's almost like the anxiety is not necessarily the anxiety, but the puzzle pieces that are missing, right? It's like you don't have all of the information needed in order for the abundance to really be there. Okay, so there's a missing piece of this puzzle that we need to figure out, right? Because not only that, but this missing piece of the puzzle is making you feel a little bit trapped, right? So there's this anxiety mixed with like, I don't know, I'm stuck. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to move forward, okay? So what do we need to do to overcome this in order for the abundance to come with it, okay? Think outside the box. Something new that needs to be added, okay? To your life, to your business, to whatever it is where you're feeling stuck with anxiety and feeling trapped, you got to think outside the box. Something new, a new endeavor, a new option, a new route, a new routine, whatever it may be, okay? New ideas and plans, okay? We've got the ace doubled here. So this is all about new beginnings, but it's also about the new opportunity, right? So this is all about a call to get unstuck of doing something new, okay? Something energetically aligned with you that is going to bring the success that you are desiring for your life, okay? So the financial difficulties right now that pretty much everyone's going through are going to be very temporary, okay? So keep that in mind. This is just a temporary shift, okay, to your wealth, okay? Because there's always going to be that lull in between growth and development where it's going to be a challenge, but then success comes at the end if you stick to it and put in the work and energy and time that you need to in order for it to grow and magnify to where it needs to be, right? Okay? So there's going to be a lot of endings coming, okay? And I especially always see this as things that are a burden to carry that are no longer working. Okay, so there's going to be a conscious shift that you're going to go through where you're going to be like, nope, that's not working anymore. Nope, that's not working anymore. This is not balanced with what I want to be doing. This involves too much work. This is out of balance for me. It's too stressful, whatever it may be. There's going to be a shift because this is also about your own personal balance, okay? And needing to get into a space where you can be more you, more freedom, more time for yourself versus a slave to situations, time, money, whatever it may be, right? Okay. So this action is actually going to be very, very fast. Okay. So for a lot of people, this is going to be a shift that happens very quickly. And coming to mind, and I need to say this, do not listen to others' opinions on this. Okay, because other people may see this as instability with this shift when really it's about you getting into the spaces you need personally for you. So I would say about any plans, don't tell anyone, make the shifts that you need to make. And then once you're ready, launch, tell people about it, do what you need to do, shift, move, whatever it is that needs to shift in your life, okay? Because this is also about moving you into a calmer situation in life, okay? Less complicated, less burdened, all right? You're going to have to make some serious decisions here, okay? Whether you're moving forward into this energy or whether you're going to stay stagnant where you are, okay? This is also going to level you up to meeting the community that you need, okay? So this is meeting your soul tribe. This is making new connections. This is actually getting into friendships and or people that you actually need in your life versus ones you don't, okay? Now, for some of you, this may come with a little bit of grief and loss because there may be things that need to move and shift out of your life in order for this to happen. Okay, so this would be people, places, things, jobs, whatever, that are no longer serving your highest good. And keep that in mind, okay? This is all about justice coming forward. So this is a realignment of getting you really into the path of your soul and why you are here and what you actually need to be doing versus what you have been doing. Okay? So with this feeling of entrapment, this is all about that release. Okay? And creating security so that you're not feeling trapped. You're not feeling like your life's not abundant, like you don't have enough finances, you're barely getting by, you're scraping by, whatever it may be. But remember, this is going to take some time in order for this to manifest fully into what it needs to be. So right now might be a financial challenge for you, but it's going to end up shifting over time, okay? You're also going to start receiving a lot of invitations and offers when you make this shift. So this could be, meeting new friends and being offered new friendships. This could be a complete career shift where you're being invited to incorporate with other people. This could be inspiration from others coming towards you to inspire you to do something. So pay attention to how all of that starts playing out, because I guarantee there's going to be interjections into your life that are going to inspire. Okay, so listen very carefully to what people are saying. Listen very carefully, or watch very carefully to your surroundings on the synchronicities you're seeing, the little pockets of like spark of inspiration that have to do with maybe the things you're thinking about. There's going to be synchronicities that show up, okay? Again, heartbreak for some people. This is going back to that loss of things that maybe we aren't ready to let go of. But this heartbreak's going to come in kind of with that, where you're not going to fully see at first how amazing this is going to be. It may seem like you're losing a lot in life, but the loss is to gain better. Okay? Remember, because when we fill our energy full of things that are no longer needed or we don't actually need, things have to shift, right? So those things that are no longer causing or benefiting us energetically have to shift for new things to take its place. So keep that in mind. If things walk away, people walk away, jobs end, whatever it may be, this is to get you into the power of yourself and where you actually need to be versus where you have been. Okay? Going back to your roots, simpler times, simpler living, simpler for where you are in this life and what you actually need in this life. Okay? Pay attention again to the messages. Listen to the synchronicities. Listen to what people are saying. Pay attention to the people who are showing up. These people are going to give you insight as to what to do, because that is where this inspiration is going to start really manifesting in these new offers and new things on the table you may have never seen before. Okay? More rest. Put the anxiety and fear to rest. Start moving towards this energy. Let it manifest the way that it needs to, because this is going to put you on the trajectory of the path that you are desiring versus where you've been stuck. Okay? Let it do what it does. Pay attention to all the signs. Let it manifest. Start moving towards that energy. Let go of what's no longer serving you in order for you to find that alignment to where you are desiring better. But remember, this is not going to come without a struggle in the beginning. A little bit of a lull with your finances, but this is all about long-term growth, long-term wealth, and security for yourself in a much happier way of life. Have a good day, guys.